I took this coaching business from $19,870 in the month of March all the way to their first $100,000 month in the month of May, just over a month and a half. And in this video, I'm going to go through the 4 main pillars that allowed me to do this in such a quick time. Automation, AOV, talent, and lead flow. Let's first start with automation. Now, every single coaching business I come in and audit, they all don't have too many automations. And what do I mean by automations? It's efficiencies that make sure leads are getting dealt with in the correct way. So many leads come into businesses and they're not being followed up with. They're not being nurtured. If they cancel a call, they're not being booked back in. They don't have a clear way of making sure every single lead that comes into the business is used efficiently. So what I did is I automated the business. I made sure that anyone who cancels the call, anyone who no-shows to a call, is getting a set of emails, messages, text messages to try and get them back on the call. This means, let's say every single time you get a lead, it costs, I don't know, $20. This means you are saving every last penny and you are utilizing every single last penny. Okay, so I built out multiple automations on the no-show side of things, the cancellation side of things, also pre-nurture workflows before they actually have the call. So once they book in a call, there's a time period, right, between when they book in a call all the way till they take the call. Now, this right here is where the money is made. This time period is where the money is made because this is where you shift beliefs and this is where you really break down any objections they have. So what I did here is I made sure I set up a number of email automations, text automations, WhatsApp automations, and YouTube videos we're sending across in the appointment setting process to make sure that we shift all of these beliefs so they come on the call ready to buy. Now, another thing I'm doing in the automation side of things is using AI to make sure that we minimize as much time spent in the sales team as possible. Okay, so a lot of AI call reviews at the moment are just terrible, but there are specific ways you can use with AI agents to make sure they have the right way of actually reviewing a sales team's call. So every single call a sales team jumps off of, the transcript automatically comes straight from Fathom and it goes into an AI agent that's programmed with my sales skills from when I was a closer, all of the things I learned, everything that allowed me to close 1.27 million in cash collected in the space of a year. And it puts it into an AI agent. So it gives feedback into Slack or Discord whenever a call finishes. So this gives a really small feedback loop to the closer to be able to improve the closing rate. Same with the marketing side of things, right? Your content should speak specifically to the person you want to target, to your ICP. So every single Fathom transcript got put into an AI agent to every single week summarize what's going on sales calls so that the business owner can make even better content that speaks literally to the person who's jumping on calls, right? If you have this on your team, it's literally going to make sure that your content is speaking directly to someone. Do you think they're not going to book in a call if it's not speaking directly to someone? Crazy. Now, second is average order value. I came into this team and their average order value, the average deal they were closing was 1,100. This is way too low. And the reason because they didn't know how to upsell and they didn't know how to do an efficient open wallet check. So what I did is I turned this into 2,400, which is over double the average order value that they had when I started. Okay, so I train the closers to make sure they're collecting as much cash as possible. So many closers don't collect enough cash. The results are payment plans. They don't know how to upsell. They don't know how to deal with price increases because they have limiting beliefs. So I came into this team, did sales team meetings, and in order on the business to essentially see, okay, what is stopping these guys from collecting more cash? And soon enough, we collected more cash. Okay. Next one's the talent. A lot of business owners think they have good closers. They think they have good setters. They don't need anyone to help them with talent because they know how to do it. But I see so many sales call recordings of just shit closers who don't really know what they're doing. Right. So I came into this team and I did daily sales team coaching. I did one-to-one coaching. I replaced a few closers, hired some of my own from my pipeline, and I made sure I restructured the sales pitch. Right? Sales pitch is probably one of the most important things that you can evaluate when coming into a business because It's where people get sold, right? So I came in, restructured the sales pitch, and made sure it was actually selling the end goal, not features, right? Built a pitch deck and made sure every single time a prospect came on a call, they were actually feeling interacted with, not just retorted loads and loads of stuff. All right, here's all the features, because it doesn't work. Okay. With the talent side of things, a lot of business owners are oblivious to the quality of their sales team, right? So I just judge them based on emotional intelligence. I judge them based on actually how good they are at asking questions and speaking to people. And then I made the relevant changes. Now, the very last thing that was focused on when coming into this business was the lead flow side of things, right? Lots of people, lots of coaches, business owners, info product owners, they think that they need to just get more leads. They think that they need to spend more money on ads, but they don't realize in all of these pillars, they have got probably about 50% more cash that they can collect just from optimizing certain things in the business, just from tightening up their systems and operations. So with the lead flow side of things, we made sure we had psychological changing story sequences to get people to take action and message, so that the appointment setter can go through all of these story sequences, go through all the DMs and get them booked onto a call, made sure they're qualified, right? With the type form qualification routing as well, with the application before they fill in a form, every single person below a certain budget is not getting put into a calendar. They're getting put into a separate place to make sure they go for the downsell or something. Okay. Set a hiring pool. Made sure that I sourced good quality setters, gave them good accountability, trained them on a day-to-day basis to make sure they know how to book 7 to 15 qualified calls a day. And this seems like a lot, seems unrealistic, but if you have a good organic following, like 216K followers, and you have a good appointment setter who knows what they're doing, is being held accountable, this is the recipe to pretty much double or triple your business in the space of 30 to 60 days. Now, this is a lot, and it's pretty much tailored on this specific business. Now, if you want me and my team to come into your business and simply just do a sales audit, doesn't have to be anything else, simply just evaluate what you are missing in your sales process and what is leaking cash, then DM me on Instagram with the link below, or just book in a call below, right? We can have a chat and we can see if I can actually help. Have a beautiful day. Let's crush it.